Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mel. Happy June. It is Pride Month. All my LGBTQ plus community. This is your month. It is also my month because my birthday is June 16th. So all of my Gemini friends, we're celebrating all the things. And everybody else, we're celebrating you too. But I mean, I need 1 month to feel totally important. And this is the month. And then, of course, we have to celebrate all of these victories that happen in our country. So, happy June! If you're new here, my name is Mel. I'm currently residing in California as a nomad. How I make money is I go around and I do DoorDash, Instacart, Walmart, Spark. And I do a lot of different things on this channel. I talk about budgeting. I share my life with you. Eventually in the future, we're going to be traveling together, but right now we're currently working on my debt and we're going around and just hustling and making money together. So if that's something that you're interested in and you enjoy those types of things, you definitely want to subscribe to my channel. So it is June and I need a new mindset, you guys, because this last week has been really, really hard for me. I've been struggling with motivation, but I've also been dipping into these new things that inspire me. So I need something to keep me going. So yesterday and today, I sat down and I looked at my money. Not a fun thing, but I told you guys I was starting Dave Ramsey's baby steps. I wanted to secure that $1,000 emergency fund. I want to start paying off my smallest debt and moving my way up and get it done as quickly as I can. But part of budgeting and talking about money is looking at where your money is going. So I just sat down for the last hour. I have my laptop here with me. I have a couple bank accounts. So what I did is I went in each bank account on this spreadsheet. It's just a spreadsheet, you guys. It's nothing fancy. I just did what store, what I spent it on. I put it into categories: groceries, gas, and dining, because that's pretty much what I spend my money on. Yeah, I spend my money on clothing and stuff like that, but normally I don't. How much I spent and the date that I did it on. So for the month of May. So I wanted to do that because it's a new month. It's June. So I want to compare and contrast what I'm actually doing each month and where my money is going. I don't know what I'm doing. It's really confusing, but I can see it. I can see what I'm doing. And then I have to change a lot of things. I'm going to tell you that right now because I don't know what I'm doing. And I'll show you guys it and we'll talk about it. May was the first entire month I have lived in my car, you guys. So please take that into consideration. If you were with me on this entire journey, you know that at the beginning of the month, I needed new shoes. I bought myself some new clothes because it's 95 degrees. I also had some issues with my car. So I spent a lot of money in May. Actually, I only went out to eat a few times and the rest of my money is spent on groceries, which I suck at, I'm not gonna lie. So overall, the total amount of money that I've spent was $1549.95. Okay, so I'll show you guys. So you can see here, I made a list where I went, how much I spent, and the date, and it goes all the way down, and it's $1549.95. And the next category over. I did my income. So you guys know I do Walmart, Spark, Instacart, and DoorDash. It's pretty much the majority of my income. I do have other resources of money, but I'm not going to share those things with you guys. But what I share on YouTube is the gig world. So here is all the money that I made. So my total income is $25.32. All of this expense right here, this $1549.95, was thrown on a credit card. Not my best idea, but whatever. Then over here, I have my bills. So you can see them individually. So I paid $1991.90. Now, what I'll share with you guys is I paid extra on my student loans. And I also threw in an extra $400 car payment. And I've been paying more and more and more money towards my credit card. But these are my actual bills. So that's what I have been working on. Now that I sat down and did that, I want to really, really start paying attention to what I'm spending. I should have never spent $1,500 on food and groceries. But that was gas, It was gas, going out to eat a few times, my car breaking down, laundry. So I'm going to try for June to make that number way less. And if I do that, I can pay off more of my credit card or throw my money towards something else. So now, I think the last time I showed you guys my actual bills and my debt was May 14th, but I'm just going to share you guys with that today. Just get this all out of the way for the month of June, so you guys know where I'm at on my debt journey. And then June is going to be my month that I really, really watch myself. One of the things that I'm struggling with, it is so easy to just go inside the store and buy some food and put it on my credit card because I get bored. So when I get bored, I eat. So that's one thing I really need to work on. So I hope you guys can relate. Food is, I love food. It makes me happy. Maybe I'm depressed and I'm eating food. That could be another thing, but I'm going to give myself a lot of grace and a lot of credit because none of you guys are out there living in your car. I am. So it's not easy. Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes I feel lonely. Sometimes I just need some comfort food. So I know I'm very, very well aware of my flaws. I am very well aware that the things I'm doing to just kind of cope sometimes. But for the majority of the time, I am really happy. But all of these expenses are, like shampoos and soaps and laundry detergent and all of these things. But spending $1,500, that was a reality check for me. I think it was because I was adjusting and just having a really hard time. But I am excited to say that my income covered it. That is good. 25, 32, 30 was my income for this month. So let's talk about when I first talked about my my debt journey and see where we're at now and all of my loans and all of my bills and see if I actually did something. I know I spent a lot of money in May. So we're going to give us some grace, and we're going to make mistakes, and we're going to look at it and evaluate it and correct it. Okay, so let's take a look at my updated. I was going to update on the 14th of June, but I decided to do it now because I have the whole rest of the month to just reevaluate my whole life. So June 2nd, and the last time we looked at everything was May 14th. This stuff we'll talk about later. So this I talked about on another video. You guys can go check it out. It was the video talking about how I'm going to start my debt journey and where I started at. So this was all my numbers. If you want, you can pause the screen and look. And now we are at June 2nd, which is today. So let's compare and contrast. Don't look at any of this stuff. We'll talk about it in a minute. So I highlighted it on green, my successes, and then the orange is my fail or my mistake or what I need to work on. However you want to speak to yourself. It's just something I knew I was doing wrong, and it's okay. I have to fix it. So you guys can see that my main goal was to build an emergency fund. So you can see I achieved that. I actually have an emergency fund of $12.1781 right now. Before it was at $15.60 or $0. The second thing is my credit card. I paid a little bit on this credit card, not a big, huge deal, but I brought it down $70.50. I don't ever use this credit card because it's maxed out, and it's gonna be due again, so the interest is gonna be like $300 and go up again. But I'm just gonna make the minimum payment on that one. This is probably going to be the last thing I have to work on, which kind of sucks, but that's what all of debt is about, is stripping yourself and realizing that you have to fix these things. My car note, I am torn because I made an extra payment this month, which I will put down here. So here's another positive, my emergency fund. I now have an emergency fund. So that is a huge, 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 huge win for me. My car note, you guys can see I started with $41.39.05 and it went down to $37.52.68. And I actually put $800 towards it. So interest, I only gained $386.37 by paying $800. That's how much interest I'm paying on my car. But life happened, you guys, and my interest rate got awful because my credit was low at the time, however many years ago. So yeah, going down, these are my student loans. They all stayed the same except this one, and I'll explain this why. You guys can let me know your opinions, and you can be kind about it because we speak with love here. But my number 4 loan was my smallest out of my student loans. I have 4 student loans, so my 1082.03 was the smallest. So I paid a little extra towards that. So now we're down at 902.03, and currently the interest rate is 0. So that is another win for me, is that I got knocked out that student loan $180 more. Now here is where I made mistakes, okay? So my one credit card that I have, the lowest one, if you guys remember me saying this is my lowest thing, we started at $1,600. I wanted to pay it off, which was $1,000 towards my emergency fund, and then $646.09. That was our countdown. Okay, so now all of my expenses I've been throwing on my credit card Aspire as food, clothing, and needs. So I racked up this bill, and I actually $851.47. I increased that. So that was a big no-no for me. So I have to nip that in the bud. Now, I showed you guys the computer screen of all of what I did. I wrote down everything, my income, my expenses, what I spent on. So I broke that down for you guys too. So what I spent was $1,549.95. So $359 of that was on gas, $70 was on laundry, $135.24 was on car repair, and the rest was $985 on food and needs and repair and just going out to eat. Not too much going out to eat, just mostly going to the store every day because I can't cook because I live in my car. So I really do need to figure out how to manage eating. I don't have a fridge, yada, yada, yada. I can't prep meals. I can't cook things. I'm trying to buy like low cost things, but they're so unhealthy. So it's making me sick. There's all these just factors. But my goal for June is to make this number smaller and just be more smarter about my money. I'm really shocked at how much I spent in gas. I'm excited about that because I think we budgeted on my budget. We did, hang on here. Let me go back to my budget, you guys. Remember how I made this sheet? It's kind of yucca because condensation and drinks and water has been spilled on it. Remember, but I budgeted for gas $23 a day, which is $682 a month. And food I budgeted for $465, and I also budgeted $465 for needs. So I'm kind of where I should be. I actually spent less on laundry, so that's good. So I'm going to have to redo this because a couple things changed. Now I don't have my emergency fund on here anymore. I don't plan on putting any more towards it. So I'm going to be back and I'm going to update that and show you guys that. Okay, you guys, so I had to remake June. Dave Ramsey also tells and talks about recreating a budget every single month because everything changes. Some things change. Sometimes you get rid of things. Sometimes things go up, and maybe the month's like 30 days or 31 days. So this was May's. You guys can pause the video and look back and forth if you really want to, maybe you're creating your own budget and you're looking at mine. I'm sorry, the pages are kind of like folding. Hang on. I show you guys this pretty much every month, so it's something that I'm going to share with you because I know some of you guys are interested in, some of you guys are absolutely not, and some of you guys are just here to judge me. So here's my June budget. You guys know that I wrote out all of my bills. There's other bills. You should prepare for health insurance and taxes and stuff like that. Here's what I do. I take my bill, like my cell phone bill is $115 a month. It was $146, but that's because you guys know I broke my phone. I had to buy a new one. So that first bill that you get is always, all these add-on fees. So my cell phone bill actually went down to $115.72. So I'm excited about that, even though it used to be $80, but I need a new phone, and look at the quality of my videos. So I'm excited, and it's a business expense because I do YouTube and I'm driving around using my phone all day. 98% of my phone is used for business, so it's a write-off and expense. So anyway, I took $115.72, divided it by 30, and then that's where I got $3.85. I showed you the third number because you need, all of these are rounded up, okay? Always round up, give yourself some room, even if you want to round up the dollar amount. So that's what I did. I took each bill. This is my cell phone bill, my student loans, a credit card, my car payment, insurance, my Planet Fitness membership, and another credit card I have. So I divided everything by 30. These are all my bills, the actual total. So, you know, I pay $131.02 on my student loans a month. I pay $225 on my credit card a month. I pay $375.22 on my car payment. I pay $83.87 on insurance. Planet Fitness is $20 a month. So I divided everything by 30, and this gives me my daily breakdown. So I know that each day I need to make $35.22, and the cost per month is $1056.12. Down here, these are flexible things. You know, you guys compare, contrast. May, I gave myself $16 for needs. Well, I'm going to cut that back and only do $10. I'm cutting back my food, $16 to $14. I'm going to see if I can only spend $14 a day on food. It's really, really hard to live in your car and figure out food, you guys. So maybe I'll have more advice about it later. I kept my gas the same, even though you guys saw that I didn't spend $600 on gas. But anyway, like, leftover money can go in different parts. And then I lowered my laundry because I only spent $80 on laundry when I showed you guys in the last clip. So things look a little bit differently. And I'm no longer contributing to an emergency fund because I hit my goal. So now that's going to go away. So now this changing and this changing. So $49.67. So I put these two together down here. So daily I have to make $84.89 to make sure that all of my bills are paid and I'm surviving. So $25.46.12 is its entirety. So that is my June budget plan, reevaluation, what I've done, my progress, things I need to fix, things I need to work on. So I highly suggest you guys do something of the sort yourself. Again, my inspiration for doing this is Dave Ramsey. So I pretty much have watched all of his videos on YouTube. I don't have any of his programs yet. It's something I'm considering, but I think I have a pretty good plan written out in front of me. I just have to stick to it. Success, you guys, is consistency and sticking to something, and most people give it 2 days and then they stop. So I'm going to try my best to be very consistent and just keep doing what I'm doing. I think I'm doing great. I think for me to accomplish having a $1,200 emergency fund, it makes me feel so relieved. I don't share with you guys all of my streams of income because I feel like the more and more I do YouTube, you guys, I have found that people are very judgy. So I'm not going to be as personal about my finances. People can judge my looks and my personality, but my finances, I give you guys the gist. It's based on a normal human being, but just know that I have extra streams of income, and I suggest that if you guys are struggling yourself, have extra streams of income, because you should never rely on one thing. I show you guys gig work because it's it's something I enjoy doing. It gets me out of my realm. I can take you guys around and vlog it, and it's fun. So that's what I stick to because that's what I show you guys. So also, this is not including all of the apps that I use, like Upside and Shopkick, you guys. I had that $50 gift card, and I do save a lot of money between Ibotta and Upside. I'm just not showing you guys that, but it's the reason why I spent so much paying towards my credit card, how I could get my credit card down $70, how I could put more money towards my student loan, how I put more money into my emergency fund. So I really needed to sit down and do this today. Nowhere in this video did you hear me talk about having fun. I'm not spending my money on Netflix. I don't spend my money on cable. I haven't gone out. I mean, I've treated myself to something to eat. I've done some videographing. I visited some places that were free. So, you know, if you guys are trying to take a journey like me and be absolutely debt free, you have to sacrifice some things and just figure out ways to do maybe things a little bit more frugally and do things for free and cut out expenses. Do you need Netflix? No, because I've shared with you guys that there's Tubi. And speaking of Tubi, Twister is on Tubi, you guys. So I watched it last night. That is my favorite movie ever. So yeah. That's going to be it for this video. I wanted to talk about my plan for June. So my new plan is, what was it? Lord have mercy, I already forgot. I need to make $85 a day in order to achieve what I wanted to achieve. If I make extra, obviously that's going to keep just knocking down my debt, which I've showed you guys my progress. The only thing is I messed up here. So now my mentality is, and you guys can maybe give me a suggestion if you'd like yourself. Now I'm just going to start knocking down my smallest debt, which is now my student loan. I have $902.03. So maybe I will start that as a countdown. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what to do in this scenario. I don't know if I should do a countdown to just one loan at a time, if you guys want to enjoy that much better, or I should, you know, do a big chunk of a number. But then if I feel like if I do that, then it's going to be this never ending, and I don't want to be like, yeah, now we have 700, and now we have 500, and now we have 600, and now we have 400. I want to make it more entertaining for you guys, so I can be, hey, we have 902, and then you guys watch me wipe that away, and we get to start with something fresh. So let me know your opinions about that, because I want to include you guys in my journey. I want to include you guys in my life. I don't base decisions on what you guys think I should do. It's pretty much, you know, what I want, but I'm really curious as to what you guys find entertaining and you enjoy doing with me. I feel like if we just do all my debt at one time, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, we have 25 left to go. But it's just not realistic with my debt, because I also have to pay my bills at the same time. So that's something that I'm still working on. So that's why I suggest to you guys to never trust me on YouTube. Not that I'm like, you know, a liar or anything like that. It's just like, I'm not a professional. I wing everything I do with my life. I think it looks good. I have a plan, and that's great, because most human beings don't even look at their money. So I think I have one toe more in the sand than most people. So yeah, I wanted to share my debt with you guys. Happy June. Thanks for tuning in with me. And the next video, we are going to be hustling. Thank you for your time. If you guys have any like suggestions, positivity, kindness, you guys know I always tell you to leave with love. I don't need your sarcasm and criticism and judgment. It's not for me, and it's pointless, and it actually might hurt my feelings just a little bit. But I want to spread love, positivity, encouragement on my channel. So let's keep it that way, respectfully. I love every single one of you guys. Happy June. Make it the best month of the year. We're halfway through the year. Celebrate you. If you have a birthday in June, happy birthday. All my love. My birthday is on the 16th, you guys. Also, if you ever want to gift me something or leave me something, I'm just going to throw that out there. Only this time, because it is my birthday month and it's going to be my birthday. So if you guys want to gift me something or buy me a coffee, or maybe buy me a birthday dinner or a slice of cake, or contribute to my debt if you want, I have links below. I have Venmo, and you can use the Buy Me a Coffee app if you want to send any donations or contribute to my journey in any way, or just wish me a happy birthday. Really, really look forward to this month, because I hope I just have so much more progress than I did in May. I don't spend as much. That's my goal. Be a little bit more smarter about how I spend money on food. It's very difficult without a fridge, and I want to eat healthy, so it's hard because all of the healthy stuff is so expensive, you guys, and it makes me so angry. But I got a salad. It was $3.75, and then I bought a banana, so this is my lunch. And then I'm just going to chug water. I have cut back on my coffee. I think I have only gone out once a week to buy myself like either Taco Bell or Wendy's or Panda. So that's really good. I used to buy myself Panda every day. Have an incredible June, you guys. Let's go out there and crush it. Set some goals for yourself. If you guys want to share your goals with me, I love to hear it. This is a community. I just want to come on here and share my life with you. I want to know what you guys are up to too. Do you budget? Do you sit here and write out things like I do? Do you make a plan? Are you crushing your debt? I know a lot of you guys have shared with me that you love Dave Ramsey and you're following what he did and you're completely debt free. Thanks for sharing that with me, because I know people are watching that can totally relate. You know that I'm going to make mistakes. Maybe you have some suggestions for me. Sometimes I don't know where to start, and at least I'm sitting down and looking at it and trying to make a plan, and that's the most important thing to me. So I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. Mwah!